it's Levon. Welcome back to my channel and to Step by Step. It feels like we're finally getting to emerge, hopefully from our quarantine, and the weather's getting nicer, so we're not quite ready to open yet. But meanwhile, I've been working on my projects. When I last left you, I was almost done with the dining room chairs, so this is the last one, and I'm doing the dark wax on there. As I said before, I always put clear wax on there first because it's a little scary if you don't. And we're also covering the chairs. So I think I showed you a sneak peek of this last week. So we do the fabric, the batting, and then the foam. And then also the chairs, seats were stripped down to the wood, and we're using burlap webbing to create a new weave on the seats to give them support. So this is all done using a staple gun, and you just basically hold it very taut. On the tops of the seats, I made sure every tack was removed, so in case anyone was sitting on it, nothing would come through. On the bottom, there were so many tacks, I did leave some in place, but they got covered up by the new webbing, so no worries there. But see how I weave it back and forth? Again, keeping it very tight. So now you've created a new seat. And then I take the foam and I measure about 1 inch around the seat, and then cut that out, and then I begin to staple around there. So you don't have a lot of bulk with the foam. That's why you cut it, you trim it to 1 inch around. So you just continue working opposite sides, and then in the corners, you go as far as you can go into the corner, and then you pull the corners up. And I usually use 3 staples. I use one into the center, and then I pull a little bit off to the side and do another one, and then off to the other side and do another one, and make sure you trim those. And then there's your covered seat. So I was given sneak peeks all along to my customer to show her my progress. So that's where we last left you, and you know, I certainly got a little bit more done. I was also showing some of the details because I just absolutely love the way the dark wax looks on the driftwood color. That's Dixie Belle's driftwood. Here I did a little staging. I haven't completed the drapes yet, but I just kind of hung them over the rod just to give you the idea of the finished project. There are 6 chairs in total, but I am limited in space. So just to stage it for you, I just wanted to show you what the pieces look like. So I hope my customer's going to be happy. Meanwhile, remember I was working on a kitchen, so I was doing that as well. And then another shiny object, well, not so shiny, came into view. That was what it looked like on Marketplace. Well, when it came, I bought it sight unseen. My son picked it up. What a mess, a stinky mess. It really stunk. But I'm happy to report, after a thorough cleaning with White Lightning, and now this is clear Boss all over this piece. And then in the casing I used Big Mama's butter. But this piece, I actually walked in today and I smelled roses. That's how good it smells. Don't want to go into too much detail about the way it smelled before, but it's one of the worst odors that you can imagine. And it's now all gone. So now I'm just working on repairing the little bits and pieces. So that's ready for some mud. I just taped down some veneer, glued and taped. So come back next week and see the progress we make on this. Thank you so much for watching, and come back every week at 4 o'clock on Saturday. If you want to buy Dixie Belle paints, they're in the link below. And please comment and share our videos and give a thumbs up. And of course, subscribe if you haven't already. Visit Le Vintage Decor on Instagram. LeVintageDecor.company is the website. And then on Facebook, we're Le Vintage Decor Altoona. Stay safe.